Welcome all. Each wipe on GoblinZ we have a competition, and this video is to show off at the end of the wipe the bases that players have built, which then the players in the Discord will get to vote on without knowing who they belong to, and the winner will win a prize. The video will go through each of the bases, how many doors they have, how they've set out their interiors, that sort of thing. As I said, all available on GoblinZ. At the moment the server is back in wipe function. It'll take me about a week to get it finished and up again, because I do have to do a build from scratch as we're moving from DeerIsle to a survival build of Livonia, but Livonia like you've never seen it before. Thank you for watching, guys. Cheers. So our first base is located on this island. You can see where it is on the map. Would have involved a swim to get there from spawn, but because of the swim would have added to security certainly. If you look at the externals of the base to start with, a blocked off door there, a compound wall, code lock there for entry, compound wall built, windows blocked off, so pretty hard to know what's happening inside or how many airlocks a player might have, which is always useful. Makes it easier for defense. Let's get through the first door. So we come inside the beginning of the compound. Again, it's blocked off, giving a killing area. We have a guard tower. Nice views around, though it was never finished. This could have gone to metal, maybe a camnet added. Jump into the compound on top of the building. Second. Top of the building here. Another guard tower, giving a bit more height to the base. Again, not finished, but still plenty of arcs of fire if needed. Pretty impressive on this side. Get down a second. See if we can find the way in. Ah, we have a door here. So what we've got so far is one door here and a door there. What we're going to do is blow through the doors as if you were raiders and coming in to see what you would experience. Just get out of here to do that. Raid from the outside. So you would have advanced over this terrain, and then you would have started blowing your way through here. Just going to spawn myself in some satchel charges to do this, which we'll be using a lot on these videos. Just got to find what it's called on here. Give me a second, guys. There we go. One of them. Well. So I can hold them all. Let's throw away that stick. Throw away all that. And we'll plant the first one. That's me. Oh, it might not let me come in God mode. Give me a second. letting me. Weather better. The server is now closed, so it is just us on here and the zombies and Smokey. I think we'll probably just delete the rest of the doors as we go through. We'll see the first one with an explosion there. That's the first door that you would have blown through. You then would have to have gone this way. So we'll ESP these out. Base building stuff within 20 meters. Show. I'm guessing it's that door there. And we'll delete that. Door number 2 done. And that would have been another airlock. And then we're into door number 3. Into the main, another building. Nothing here, really. Okay, so door number 4. Then we got another door, door number 5. This is a well-defended base. We like this. And then into the main compound. No more doors from here? No. Okay, so we'll turn off this and we'll have a little look at what's around. So 5 doors to get in. Weapon racks. Various, there we are, JMC prototype. Snow Owl. 110. Water straw. JMC mag. Spare ammo case there. What's that? Weapon case. That one's empty. Some weapon wall there in storage. Wooden crate. Still had some key cards to use. Scientific key case. Keys. Protector cases ready to go. Ammo nicely laid out on mags. Grenades ready to go. Door barricade kits if needed. The panel to hold your tools on. 2 more big racks of weapons. With a good mixture of different weapon systems. The miniature flag. Satchel charges ready for raiding. Some food. MREs. blueprints for building stuff. I'd say this was a pretty good base. If you're happy with it, remember this is base 1, and you can vote on it on the Discord. Thank you. Welcome to base number 2, guys. So, located on the map here. Isolated, but no outward signs that there's anybody here. And it's an underground base. Looks like it might have been raided at some point. Probably the way in. Yeah, nothing there. But this has been metalized, which is nice. So it's harder to blow through and raid. But we're going to delete the doors again, because it's easier and quicker. So, door number 1. Door number 2. Door number 3. Door number 4. Door number 5. And then into main base. Turn off ESP. So we had a fireplace. That's obviously the cooking facilities. Flags hidden away there. Weapons wall. Some ammo in there. Various weapon tools. So, various so far standard weapons. And some barrels. Building tools. Various items and keys. Nice big Bergen there. More ammo and weapons. Building tools again. Nails. Blueprints. So a smaller base this time, but very well hidden. Would have been a nightmare to raid. There's nothing else I can see here that's coming off this. I'd say a pretty good base. Yeah, you could have put another door over here potentially, if it could have reached with a flag, or put a second flag down to extend that. But really, that's a really good base. Personally, I would have also blocked that one off and that one off, but that's me. But I'd say that was a pretty good base. It's underground, it's hidden. People would run past this a lot without even going to look. Another good base. Right then, if you wish to vote for that one, that is base 2. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. So base number 3. So far, the one that I'm most interested in seeing inside, seeing what's been done. I did know where this base was. One hell of a spot. So, located here on the map. Another island, so hard to get to from spawn. Quite close to some high tier areas. And if any of you play DeerIsle, this is the base that you're probably going to go, why didn't I think of that? So, door number 1. Door number 2. 3. Door number 4. And our first watchtower. Filling area down below. Someone's raiding you. Next door. Another, your flag is in there. And suddenly, you're in the underground. Main base. Door number 5. Door number 6. Second flag. Massive amount of resources saved. Keys, key cards, meds, cooker, more keys, more storage. Cool. Nails. More kit yet to be deployed and put up. Even a barbecue. I don't know if there's anything more in here, but we will look. Okay, that looks like it. The end of that base. So, that's base number 3. Remember, if you want to vote for base number 3, do it in the Discord. I'll see you in the next one. And here's our next base. So, located here on the map. Looks like it's inside one of these big warehouse type jobs. I'd say that was lockpicked closed. We're going to have to bash our way through that to start with. Just shoot our way through. So, a lockpick door to start with. Looks like 2 ways in. Away from below. And away from up here. Interesting having 2 ways in. One of them could be a false entrance. We'll start with this way in. So door number 1. Second door was being built but hadn't been finished. Anything upstairs? So a lack of security there. Because if you found a way of getting onto here, you could have been down here. Past that gate, without having to open it. And then down here for another gate. So we'll take this one out. That would have got you into here. So 2 gates to get to supplies this way. Bit of building supplies, but then another set of gates. That looks like there's a kitchen area through there and something else back there. So we'll go the kitchen way to start with. Take that one out. Fireplace. Some storage with some various items in. Another door that way. This player obviously liked having gates everywhere, which is always good to have because all of them need to blow in separately if you're raiding. Maybe an armory room? That would be my guess, nicely laid out. This way to start with. Flag there. Storage there. So we had in here nicely laid out ammo, weapons, cases with mags, ghillie wraps ready to go. Goats. Go for this one, shall we? Balls, code locks. Locker ready to go. Ammo, keys. Oh, set of lockers there. More guns, blueprints. That's that area. And come back on ourselves to this one. Back outside. So, if you're interested in that base and you think that deserves to win, make sure you vote for base 4. See you in the next one. Another interesting base, this one, guys, located here on the map. So hidden away just outside Georgetown. We find a gate. there's any other way of getting in than this way. Doesn't look like it. And you would get lost trying to find this location unless you knew where you built it. I like that. So it starts off making our way through. These are all fences going in. Maybe it is just a crawly in this bit. And then down the ladder. And the first gate. Gate number 1. Gate number 2. Gate number 3. Gate number 4. I like this. Back on ourselves, though. There is splash damage enabled, so this could have been a problem for people. And our first barrel. And then in we go. Really nice little camp. Weapons wall. Barrel storage. Couple of lockers of gear. Things nicely laid out. More guns. Keys. White cards. Spare mats. More guns. Tools. Meds. Look at the food. Ammo. Everything they needed to survive and thrive. Looks a bit full of overflow, but they'd sort of run out of where to put storage down here. Very impressed with this one, guys. I like hidden bases like this. But don't let my feelings upon what's a good base sway your judgment. You vote for the base you feel's best. Everyone's got a different criteria of what they look for. The downside to this is you soon run out of space, as we found here. So, if you're interested in this base, make sure you vote for base number 5. I'll see you in the next one. So, the next base is located here on the map. Nice area. Quite a distance from spawn. Makes you a little bit safer. Island, good for fishing. Fair size house. Lots of potential. Was there a back way in that we didn't know about? So that's certainly got a door on it. So that's one door to get in from that direction. Let's have a look. That's one door in there. We've got some basic storage there. A weapons rack. That's 2 doors. That brings us into this area. Various weapon platforms again. Oh, what's that? Is that a spark plug or something? That's a... interesting. Normal door onto a platform. Cooker out here. Storage. Weapon rack. Food and meds and some various tools and clothing. A couple more gun racks. We can go up. Let's have a look up here in case they put anything on the roof. You never know. Doesn't look like they did. So that's that side. Is there any other way down here? Oh, there is. Brings us down here where the other door comes in. Ah, pick lock closed. So that was just a barricade, and that was a door. So one door to get you that way, or that way. So they were equal amounts of doors to get in, and they built themselves over this layer and a fireplace out here. Nice location for a base and some good supplies in here. Remember, if you're interested in this base, vote for base 6. See you in the next one. Okay, so the next base is located on Oceanville, or the island of Oceanville, whatever they call that island. Easy access to Camp Bear, quite easy to get to from spawn. It's located here on the map. Various tools around the place. Interesting box left outside for people to steal. And then straight away faced with a code lock door. It's always good. And we'll just work out how many doors they have now. So door number 1. Door number 2. Door number 3. Door number 4. That was their secure room. Flag was there. Weapons there. Storage containers. Various items that have been amassing. Key. Another code lock for building further. Cooking facilities and tool facilities for building. So, if you're interested in voting for this base, vote for base number 7. See you in the next one. So, base number 8 is located here on the map. Nice little diner. Just off the road. We have our first door. Door number 2. Door number 3. number 4. Oh, food. Food, all nicely done. Obviously with the river outside, fishing ready to go. TV to watch. Ammo, some weapons. Barrel storage, and the stuff they've got so far. Cooker, some more storage. Access cards. Landmines. Back room. A couple of lockers. Another weapons rack. Nicely blocked off windows. Stop anyone seeing in. Nothing hidden up here. Sometimes players will stick things up here. Personally, I would have wanted to block off that window, because if you were blowing that, you could have been shot from out there, but that's a personal choice. And I might have used these rather than these to block off these doors, just because they block off better, and these windows here as well. But nice location, easy access to fish. Can't complain at that. Right, if you're interested in this base, vote for base 7. I'll see you in the next one. East 9 is located here on the map. Looks like it might have been raided or not finished, but we don't need to blow our way in. We'll just use ESP tools to get through. Yeah. It's certainly ready here for building stuff. I'd say they've been raided, but who knows? Weapon walls, various weapons. Storage barrels hidden behind. Well, no, they weren't raided. They were ready to go. They just needed the tools. Massive potential in this base. So much space. But as with all GoblinZ servers, it can be hard to build. To gather resources takes a lot of time and effort. But as I said, massive respect for someone that builds a base in here. It's a long way from spawn. But easy access to the river for fishing. Want to wait for this base and vote for base number 9. See you in the next bit. Base 10 is located here on the map. Behind this little door. So door number 1, normal routine. Door number 2. Door number 3. Door number 4. Door number 5. Door number 6. That wasn't code locked. So 5 doors to get in. Nice big cave area. Couple of barrels of resources, some weapons, Nice base location, potential for the future. Any of you are playing DeerIsle again? And they were still building, their flagpole was there. They were still building this area. Okay, if you're interested in this base, vote for base 10. I'll see you in the next part. So, base number 11, I believe we're up to. We are. Is located here on the map. Doesn't look like it was finished, but up the stairs we have a gun wall, code locks, a couple of barrels of supplies, gun wall behind it actually. Carry on up. Nice view of the surrounding territory. If you're all religious and you wish to vote for this base, vote for base number 11. See you in the next part. Base 12 is located here on the map. Little house. Windows not blocked off there, but certainly blocked off into the back room. Quite close to a castle, which is always useful. Nice little town for supplies. Our first door. Flags drop right down. Just one door on this one. Some supplies in here. This might have been a resupply base, or it could have been the beginning of a big base. They've obviously killed a crocodile out in the ground somewhere. Crocodile skin parts. If you're interested in this base and wish to vote it in, vote for base 12. See you in the next part. Our last base is located here on the map. You can see just outside Georgetown. Lone building on its own, or one little small one close by. Nice building to build in. Up the stairs we go. Now this might have been raided, or it might have been not finished. My guess is it's been raided because there's no physical door there. Various items inside. Flag has been dropping. But they had some things like they are RPD ammo ready to go. A couple of barrels, one of food, one of weapons. And that's the last base. If you're interested in voting for that base, vote for base 13. I'll see you in the bonus on the next part to show how our secret cases work, because players have been asking. See you in the next part. So, our players had a chance to find a key on the map that was labelled secret, and it wouldn't tell you where the crate was. And the crate would spawn at one of 3 possible locations on each restart. What I'm going to do is fly around the map and show you each of those locations, so players that play GoblinZ in the future, they can sort of get an idea around how my brain works when I'm setting up a secret area. Just gives you an idea. So first of all, we'll give ourselves a key so you can see what it looks like. Object spawner. Give me a second. It was key 204 in my language. Was that one there? And if you'd found that, it said secret. That was it. A magnetic key card, a modern way to open something. This is apparently for authorised personnel only. So whatever this opens could be valuable. You weren't given a location for it. You were just told it was a secret key card. So, as I said, 3 possible locations, and I don't know which one it will be at this time. I haven't flown around beforehand, but we're going to dive around now. Just go and have a look. We'll start with the top one. Eight. 4. 1, 5. Where are we now? Y is 9. 1. Z is a 1, 5, 2, 5, 4. Won't be an exact. We might have to search it a bit when we get there. And teleport to coordinates. So, the first possible location was in the back of a C-130. Located on an airfield. On a restart, it could have been here. Next location. Next location, behind this wall. On there. That's where it is. So, you'd have got here and have to find a way up there. Show that it's possible. You've gone to the end of here, dropped in. You run up this one. Put your key card in your hand. Open the case. And found one of every key, a blueprint, anti-bleeding pills, nails, an MP5, magazine and silencer, and that would have ruined your key card. But because of the rest of the keys told you where they were, I think that would have worked very well. And that's the end of this wipe and of this video. Remember, if you're a member of the Discord, please vote for your favourite base. And we will see you in the next wipe, which will be Livonia, coming soon. Thanks for playing this wipe, guys. Massively appreciated. See you again soon.